Welcome traders. So today we're talking about candle range theory plus total body soup entry method. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the simple method that you're going to be using for your entry. A very simple method. Okay, you can see this is a clean total soup method. After giving us this our CRTI and the total soup model 1, the entry should be around here and straight to TP. You understand? So I'm going to show you guys everything in this particular video. These are the 4 things that we are going to be treating in this particular video. These 4 things. First of all, we're talking about what is turtle soup, what are the difference of turtle soup, different type of it, what are the differences between TBS and TWS. I'm going to also tell you guys the full meaning of that TBS and also the full meaning of that TWS. Now we'll be talking again about how to include the TBS, which is the turtle soup body, with CRT for your entry. After treating these 4 particular highlighted areas, then we'll be done with this particular video. So first of all is, what is turtle soup? This is turtle soup, as simple as that. Price sweeping an old high and rejecting it is what? Turtle soup. Around here is where our turtle soup is likely to happen. Around this particular area, that is where the turtle soup is likely to happen. Now we have bearish turtle soup and bullish turtle soup. Remember what I said, what I showed you guys in that diagram. This is our old high and price swept above it. This candlestick is our turtle soup candle because it is the candle that does the sweeping. It is the candle that swept this old high. That is why I say this candle is what? Our turtle soup candlestick. For a bullish candlestick, bullish turtle soup, we need to sweep the low and buy. But for a bearish, you need to sweep high and do what? And sell. After this turtle soup, you can mark here as your entry area. Okay, but remember, there must be an old high. There must be an old high. Now, in a bullish turtle soup, this is an old low. This is the candlestick that is the main turtle soup candlestick here, because this candlestick is the candlestick that purges the liquidity, sweeping this old low, and this candlestick is now called what? Our turtle soup candlestick. You can mark above here as our what? As our model 1 entry. So these are the 2 types of turtle soup. We have the bearish one and the bullish one. This is the bullish one here. Now, let's talk about the types of turtle soup, okay? First of all, we have the TBS, which stands for turtle body soup, and TWS, which stands for turtle weak soup. I'm going to show you guys the difference in this particular video. Now, difference between the 2 of them, look at it, it's clearly in the chart. You can see it here now. This is the turtle body soup, which means after this old low has been created, price swept above it and closed. You can see the closure. Price closed it. Price opened here and closed above here, closing above this old low, this old high, making this a what? A turtle body soup, because price closes with the body. And you are now marking this particular place as what? As your area, your model 1 area is this particular entry here. This place is your model 1 area. Over to the left, you can see this is the wick. Price swept this old high with the wick, not with the body. It swept it and closes inside this particular place. Now this is now called the turtle wick soup. You can mark here as your model 1, but this has a low win rate probability, while this on the other side has the high win rate what? Probability. Do you understand? Now let's talk about how to include the turtle body soup with your CRT for a perfect and clean entry. For a perfect and clean what? Entry. First of all, this is a turtle body soup in a bearish form. Like I said here, the first candle which turtle souped the old high was closed with the body. This is the old high, and this is the first candle. You can see it here, the first candle that swept this high. Instead of calling it swept, you will call it turtle souped. So this candle that turtle souped this high and closed above it is what? Is our turtle souped candlestick. This candlestick is a turtle soup what? Candlestick. And you can now be able to mark this particular low as what? As your mode 1 entry. This is for a bearish example. For a bullish example, you can see that this is our old low and this is the first candlestick that turtle souped the low and closes below it. Then you mark here as your what? Your mode 1 entry. I said here that the first candle which turtle souped the low, the old low, was closed with the what? With the body. It must close with the body. In this particular example, it must close what? With the body. For you to know that this is a high probability turtle soup. You understand? Now let's talk about the week. Now the first candle which turtle souped the old high was not closed with the body. This particular example here. This is the example. This is the old high. This is the candlestick. And candle do what this particular candle do not do what? It did not close above it. It just tapped into it, swept it, and retraces, leaving only this particular wick over here. And price closes inside it. Do you understand? Let's continue. Now, for a bullish one, this is the old low. This is the sweep and the closes inside this particular place. I hope you understand. So let's continue. Now, what I just showed you guys, the turtle body soup, as I said earlier, it provides an high probability setup, while the turtle wick soup also give a low probability setup. Listen, you can trade the two of them, but the turtle body soup has an high probability, while the turtle wick soup have what? A low probability. You can differentiate and know the difference between what I just said now. Do you understand? Okay, let's continue. Now, for an example, this is our 4-hour time frame. You can see it here is the higher time frame. In our 4-hour time frame, this is our key level, which serves as our old low. First of all, after this 4-hour time frame, this particular candlestick is our CRT, 4-hour candle CRT. This is the CRT high, and this is our CRT low. This is our old low. Price did not even close above it. Price swept this old low. And closed inside of it in the 4-hour time frame. Then you mark up here and down here as what? Your CRT high and your CRT low. Now, the next candlestick that should open, you are expecting it to sweep this particular high. Now you can see the sweep over here. This is the sweep here. Price swept this particular high and closes to inside of it. Instead of this particular candlestick to continue the bearish movement, it also swept the high of this particular candlestick that swept the first high already. You can see it. After that sweat, price now starts rejecting to the downside. First of all, this is our CRT candle, and secondly, this second example is the CRT got manipulated with this particular candlestick, but it failed because after this manipulation, some of you guys might be stacking in your buys from here, and this particular candlestick will now come and take you out before even going to your respected area. Let me show it in the next example. This is the 5 minutes lower time frame from that particular 4-hour. This is the 5 minute scenario of it. This was the first candle that causes the particular range. The second candle was that particular first candle that did the first turtle soup. This is it here. Then you will now mark here. You might mark here. Yes, you will mark here as your model 1. And your entry should be in this particular place, right? After entering here, your stop loss should be above here or below exactly this particular point. Then you can see what price did. It failed because price will hit your stop loss before even doing what? Going to your direction, showing you that this particular CRT movement is what? Is invalid. This particular CRT has a low probability of working. Do you understand? So let's continue. Now we have our this is a high probability setup. Okay, in our 4-hour time frame, this is our old high. In the 4-hour time frame, this is our old high. This was the candlestick that swept that old high and closes outside of it, not inside. outside of it. Then you mark that candle as your CRT high, your CRT low. The next candle you are expecting it to sweep this particular CRT high and disperse down to the CRT low. And it did exactly as you wanted. This candlestick opened and swept this particular high, and the third candle now did what? Do the distribution to the downside. First one is the CRT candle. Second one is the manipulation. This is the manipulation, while this is the distribution of the candle. This candlestick distributed everything and take you down to what? To your TP level. You can see the difference between this one and that other one. The other one, it was a wick, but this one, it was the body. I hope you are following. So, in the 5-minute time frame, you can see that this candle one was the range from here to here. That was our range, and this is our old low. This is the candle that causes this particular sweep of this old low. This is the candlestick here. You mark below it, and that below it is what? Your model 1 entry. Now you will be waiting for price to retrace and tap into this model 1 entry before dispatching downwards to your TP level. As easy as that. Remember the difference, okay? I hope you guys understand the difference. The difference from this particular first example is that price closed with the wick. Price closed with the wick, not the body, which result towards a failed CRT. A failed CRT, because you'll be entering from here and you'll be hitting your stop loss. So this is a failed CRT. But in the second example, price closed with the body in the 4-hour time frame, with the body showing you what? A high probability and a real CRT movement, marking this as a model 1, and I are expecting price to retrace, tap you in and move you down towards to your TP level. But in this particular scenario, price did not tap us in, okay? But this is just an example to teach you guys and show you guys how you can be able to combine your turtle soup to what? To your what? With your CRT movement. I hope you understand. So, in conclusion, CRT, which stands for Candle Range Theory, on the lower time, on the higher time frame, plus your turtle soup, your turtle body soup, on the lower time frame equals to what? Consistency. If you can be able to combine the higher time frame and the lower time frame, then you see results. There's no how you are not going to see results. Okay. See you guys in the next video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.